In a secluded winery in Sicily, Robert McCall eliminates crime enforcer Lorenzo Vitale and his henchmen to obtain a key to the winery's vault and recover money stolen, shot in the back, by Vitale's adolescent grandson. Despite considering suicide due to his injury, he finds his gun out of bullets and takes the ferry back to the mainland. Driving on the Amalfi Coast, Robert loses consciousness from shock and is rescued by Gio Bonucci, a local carabiniere. Bonucci brings him to a fictional, remote coastal Italian town called Altamonte, where he is treated by small-town Dr. Enzo Aricio. Robert becomes acquainted with the locals and grows fond of the town and its people. He anonymously contacts CIA officer Emma Collins to expose the winery's involvement in the illegal drug trade disguised as normal business transactions. In Sicily, Collins and other CIA operatives arrive at the winery, discovering millions in cash along with bags of phenethylline tablets hidden in a storeroom, validating Robert's suspicions. In these events, members of the Camorra harass, kill villagers to force them out of their housing and take over Altamonte for commercialization. Robert overhears Marco Quaranta, a high-ranking Camorra member, pressuring local store owner Angelo for payments. To set an example, the Camorra firebombs Angelo's fish store while the entire town watches. Bonucci reviews video footage of the firebombing and calls the Italian Central Police for an inquiry. Later, Bonucci and his family are attacked by the Camorra and subjected to violence for interfering in their operations. At a later point, Marco demands that Bonucci set up a boat for them. Overhearing this, Robert advises them to move their operations to a different location. When Marco refuses, Robert takes matters into his own hands and eliminates him and his henchmen. The head of police in Naples is threatened and tortured by Vincent, Marco's brother and leader of the Camorra, to uncover the person responsible for Marco's death. Vincent attempts to kill Collins by rigging her car with a bomb, but she survives after a warning from Robert. Vincent threatens to shoot Bonucci in front of the entire town, unless Robert reveals himself. Robert complies, and as Vincent is about to kill him, the citizens begin to record the situation, prompting Vincent and the rest of the Camorra to retreat with plans to retaliate the following day. Later that night, Robert stealthily infiltrates Vincent's home and eliminates his bodyguards. He then coerces Vincent to ingest a lethal dose of his own drugs, resulting in his demise. Through Collins, Robert returns the money he had retrieved from the winery to an elderly couple's pension fund. Meanwhile, back in Langley, Virginia, Collins is promoted for her role in bringing an end to the Altamonte drug trade. She discovers a note from Robert congratulating her and expressing that her mother would be proud of her. With the Quaranta brothers no longer a threat, Robert joins the locals in celebration after their team emerges victorious in a football tournament.